Hi and welcome to Lifelong Careers. I'm Tanya Honeychurch and I'm here today with Con from Icon Images. How are you today, Con?
Good, yourself?
Very good. Thanks for taking the time out of your schedule to have a chat today. So Con, you're a photographer and just wondering if you could tell our audience exactly what sort of a photographer you are and what is it that you do on a daily basis?
Okay, well the photography, we initially started doing a lot of different type of weddings and family portraits and pretty much everything.
Yep.
We now specialise in one area, and that's headshots and business portraits.
Headshots.
Yeah.
Headshots and business portraits.
Business portraits. So we're talking business people only.
Yeah.
We're talking solicitors, accountants, consultants, coaches, trainers that have a service-based business that need to promote themselves because they are the business, as opposed to a product like, for example, McDonald's is promoting a product where we're promoting each individual, so they've got to stand out and look fantastic.
Right. So you deal with entrepreneurs as well who've got their own businesses.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So I noticed the photos behind you. These are entrepreneurs who've got their own businesses.
Exactly. Yeah, and a lot of them are solo entrepreneurs. So they're the ones doing the sales, the marketing, everything else. So including their branding. So they are the business. You're buying their time. So they've got to stand out, and that's what the photography is all about. Yeah,
fantastic. And so, with regards to the work that you do, what are some of the things that you love about the job?
Well, because one thing to work with adults, so you normally say don't work with children and animals. Although we've done that and it's a lot of fun, you've got to be very patient, very tolerant about what's happening.
Right.
With adults, being in business, people have deadlines. They want things to get done. They're going to fluff around with, I'm going to get married one day next year, who knows when. I mean, business flows. People need the photographs for certain purposes, so it's a lot more directional in terms of I'm going to do this and I'm going to use the photographs for that, rather than being wishy-washy. So it's good that we've got direction to what we're doing is going to have an impact, and where it's going to be going to. Working with adults is interesting because everyone's got their own preconceptions about how they look and how they stand. But with a little bit of guidance, everyone can look fantastic. So it's a lot of fun because people actually want to get the photographs done, and it's usually one person. It's not like a lot of decision makers and people that don't want to be, and their kids running around and animals. So it makes it easy.
And so, if you think about the business as a whole, what are some of the things that you don't really love about being a photographer?
Well, okay. When I'm behind the camera, I'm the happiest, right? Because working and having fun, creating. That's what I'm doing. The parts that are the challenge is the sales, the marketing, and the bookkeeping, the admin, all that sort of stuff. That's not the fun stuff. That's not the creative side of the business.
So, having a think about your career and reflecting back on that, what sort of brought you to this point in time? Like, what jobs or careers have you had in the past that have kind of, has photography always been there lurking in the background and you've eventually decided to go for it?
No, I was never the one that, I had photography through school and we did, developing and this and all, that's been my whole life. I always liked images. I always liked the final product, something that looks great. So we did a bit of graphics at school. I always go through magazines and I'd try and look at them like, wow, this is great. Whether it's a landscape or a fashion, and I really like the fashion side of things. And I like the creative side, and that's why I did engineering. So I like computers and electronics. So I did an engineering degree, and really enjoyed the creative side of it. Went to work for Telstra for almost 10 years.
So the telecommunications company.
So and I found it pretty boring. And so I changed my career from engineer to project manager. And that way I can control things, I can get things moving, and you can create something, but you can actually finish it as well.
So being a project manager, you've got to be pretty organised, don't you?
Yes.
So you like being organised,
You've got to be organised. You've got to work with people at different levels, from the CEO down to the cleaner, everyone in between, and then you've got to get them on site to get your project done, completed, and working. So I was basically going from one job to the other, or sort of progressing. I enjoyed project management, but then I got a bit greedy and I wanted more money. So when you're in the corporate world, it's always about climbing the corporate ladder. And every rung you have is more money. So I was looking around saying, oh, those guys are making more money and working less. That sounds good. I'll do some of that. So I got myself poached. Basically, the other company saw us doing. They liked it. They offered me a job. I got it. And I went there and I realised, I'm getting more money, but the job wasn't very good. So there was a lot of politics, it wasn't working, it was all mishmashed. I thought, this is not working out. And I didn't really like it. I stayed there for 4 years, I didn't really enjoy it. But all through that time, the 14 years I was in the corporate world, I was studying photography. I sort of got into it by accident, and so I something I like in terms of images into something that I could do, and it was fairly instant.
Yep.
When first it was filmed, now it was digital. So, the passion grew, and I studied, and I got books and DVDs and short courses, and I even did one course in Venice. It was a wedding seminar, so we flew from Melbourne to Venice just for 7 days, do the course, come back, because that's where the information was. So go where the information is for the experts. That's a tip I have. So I went there, got that.
Yep.
And so now what, 7 years of running my own business.
Yeah, fantastic. So a big tip for young people who want to get into the industry would be go where the information is.
Yeah. I mean, it's one thing to get it from school, and that's one source.
Yeah.
There's lots of sources on the internet. Look at what other photographers are doing that you like.
Yeah.
Go offer your services. Don't worry about getting paid, because there's so much information that you're going to gain.
Yes.
And just even standing there and listening and participating, you'll be the first one in, the last one out, and get as much as you can. Be the sponge. And participate and learn, and you'll learn so much more. Being on site and learning. And that's a good accompaniment to the academic side. Fantastic.
Okay. Well, I really appreciate your insight into photography today. And I wish you very well with your business in the future. I know you'll do well.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for your time. Thanks, Con.
Thank you.